Hi, welcome to DappBlocks. In this video, we will learn Web3.py. If you are new on the channel, my name is Himmat. Here we learn all fundamental concepts and practical development of blockchain technologies. So if this is something helpful to you, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Prerequisite. First, Python. Install Python latest version. You can download it from python.org. Second, package installer pip. Pip is a utility to manage package installations from command line. If you have installed Python 3, then it is installed pip by default. If not, then you need to install it. You can check pip installed or not by using command pip ---- version. Third, web3.py. Use command pip install web3 to install the web3.py library. Web3.py is a Python library used to interact with Ethereum blockchain, which includes creating Ethereum transaction, smart contract deployment, and interact with the smart contract by reading and writing data, etc. Fourth, HTTP RPC URL. Sign up to the Impero.io, create a project and get HTTP RPC URL by selecting testnet or mainnet endpoint. RPC URL is used to connect to the blockchain. In our previous videos, we have covered creating config.ini, connecting to the blockchain, running some Web3 basics, then transfer ETH and the transfer ERC20 token. So in this video, we are going to interact with one simple smart contract and how to read and write data to the smart contract. So smart contract interaction. So we'll write this function. So interact with smart contract. Okay, def this function. Okay, this file. So if you see this, we have this contract deploy on the ring B testnet. So this is simple storage contract. This is the contract address. If you go to the contract source code, we have simple two methods and one variable, one state variable. One method is store to store the value and one is retrieve to retrieve the stored value. So this is the simple contract. So we are going to interact with this contract and run the methods. So likewise, you can interact with any contract deploy on the blockchain. So first we need the contract address. Contract address equal to, this is the contract address. Then we need the contact ABI. So you can find this ABI and the address from the Etherscan. Contact ABI, go to the Etherscan. So if you see, this is the contact address, we have just copied and pasted, and this is the contact ABI. Just copy this and enter it here. Okay, this is the contact ABI. Then we need to create a contract. This is just variable. So contract equal to w3 dot eth dot contract, and then we need to pass contract address and params as the ABI. So contract address dot ABI equal to contract API. Okay. Now we are going to store value into the contract. So we have the store method, store function in the contract. So we are going to use that. We are going to run that. So we need to create a transaction. So transaction equal to contract dot functions dot store. So this is the function from the smart contract. If you see the store, and we need to pass one parameter uint. So we can store the value. So store, and we can pass one value, let's say 50 dot. We need to add few more parameters, that is nouns, transaction count, nouns, gas price, etc. So build transaction. So in the build transaction, we need the nouns. So first, So first get the nouns, then we need the gas, then we need the gas price. So these are the additional parameters we are going to send or add along with the store value. So nouns web3 w3 dot e dot get transaction count. So this will give us the nouns of the transaction count for that account. So here just pass the nouns, comma, then gas, add the gas limit, then gas price, the w3 dot eth dot gas price, gas price, comma, we missed that, w3 dot eth dot gas price. Okay, so we have built this transaction to store a value into the blockchain. Then we need to sign this transaction and send, as we have already covered in the ERC20 or the e-transfer function. So sign transaction equal to here contract, so w3 dot e dot account, and sign transaction, and here we need to pass the transaction and the private key. Then we need to send the transaction. So this will give us the transaction hash. Send transaction equal to w3 dot eth dot send transaction, send raw transaction, and then in bracket we need to pass the sign transaction dot raw transaction. Okay, now you can print the transaction hash. Store value, store transaction hash equal to w3.2x, and then in bracket the send transaction. So this is the transaction hash. So this is the store value. This is store 50 into the blockchain. Okay, then we have another method in the smart contract, that is retry. We are going to call that. So before that we need to wait for this transaction to be completed, then only we'll get the value from the retry method. So wait for transaction receipt, then we are going to retrieve it. So for that we can write, or we can directly print retrieve stored value. Okay, then here we need to write contract dot functions dot retrieve. So if you see there, retrieve is there and there is no parameter required, so retrieve and then dot call. So this will give us the latest value from the blockchain, latest stored value from the blockchain. We can transact multiple times stores, but this retrieve will provide us the latest value, though their old values should be there in the blockchain in the previous blocks. So run this python main.py. okay, so this first should store the value and then retrieve it, wait for transaction and then retrieve it. Account This is the account, then this is the store transaction hash, and this the script is waiting for this transaction gets completed, then it will return that value. So go here and just check transaction, it's in pending state. Okay, it's taking time, just wait for a while. 35 seconds. Gas hits, gas price, okay, gas maximum, gas also okay. See, yeah, it's got added to the block. So this is the contract we have interacted with. You can check the contract address, so ending with EF06, and see, this is the retry stored value. So transitions and retry stored value. So this is how you can interact with any contract by writing contract functions and the function name. So provided you are passing the proper values to the methods mentioned in the smart contract. So if you go to the input data, just decode input data. This is the store method, so you will find the value over here. See, this is the event and the data is 50, so we have stored the 50 value in this smart contract. So this is a simple storage smart contract. You can interact with any smart contract just by creating the contract. We need the contract address ABA and this contract. With the help of this, you can connect with any smart contract and execute the methods or make a transactions. So thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.